All right, everyone, welcome back to this year-end podcast review of the year, whatever. I can't words right now, and let's find out who's here at this table of just destruction and fire everywhere.
Hey, it's me, Pete.
I'm Dale.
I'm Terrell.
And I'm Freddie.
Fuck
2020.
2020. Fuck 2020. Fuck
2020.
Oh man, we were so perfect with that.
God, we're so
No,
white.
we're not.
Hey. I got my card finally.
Let's start the podcast.
Dun 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 dun.
Yeah, I feel like there's just been a funeral dirge playing since the start.
Yeah.
But we can hopefully put this year to rest.
I don't know. If anything, I would say that dirge started after MagFest.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, literally after we got back from MagFest, I'm pretty sure I caught the COVIDs and was almost dead. Because remember, I was sick, Freddie, for like a month and a half to 2 months.
Yeah, that's right, you were. I was sick for 2 weeks, too.
I was sick for a literal whole day.
I got sick for like a week.
Oh, one whole day? Go fuck yourself.
No, but it was
immune
so
system over
extreme.
here.
It was so extreme that I looked like I was going to drop dead within 5 seconds.
He was
My
literally
one
white.
coworker was like, "You were pale. You look like you was gonna show up. You could not stay conscious." I was like, "Nah, it's fine. It's fine. I just gotta sit here and act like I'm doing something." Passes out, wakes up. 2 seconds later, keeps looking at the screen. Passes out, wakes up. 2 seconds later again. He's like, "Dude, just go home." No, I gotta do this.
Yeah, that kind of happened to me. I also got sick after MagFest, but it was really just like one day I had to leave work early because I coughed so hard I almost threw up.
Ooh, that's
Yeah.
the worst.
And I was like, I'm
Yo,
really
man.
sick. And they're like, you have so much time banked. Just take the fucking day off. And I'm like, okay.
He's just like, fine, twist my arm about it.
Yeah.
Yo, man, Conflu ain't nothing to fuck with.
No, it's not.
No, it
No,
is not.
it can literally kill a person.
Yeah,
I mean, now
pretty
it
sure
can.
it has.
Yeah, what was didn't the one of the people at MagFest one year die of swine flu because of that or something?
But it was
Maybe?
Katsucon.
I don't know.
Or Katsucon.
Or Katsucon, yeah.
It was,
It was one of the
at
two.
the Gaylord.
Yeah,
in
someone of them at the Gaylord.
Maryland.
Yeah. I knew it was like a Maryland. It happened in Maryland, essentially.
Yes, it was at the place that we frequent, and was quite terrifying to find out after the fact.
So in case you haven't noticed, this is the episode about 2020.
Yeah. About 2020, it may have been a hard year, but at the same time, I feel like we can look past a lot of the horrible and try to remember the good that happened this year. Like, the big thing for me was drive-ins.
Yeah, I didn't get to go to
Drive-in
one, though.
theaters.
I loved going to go see Jurassic Park at a drive-in for the first time ever, because I don't know if you were here for it when I said it, but like the part where the Tyrannosaurus Rex first shows up and does his huge roar. Like, I was in a car with like 3 other people, and I was just like, hold on one second. I just roll the window down and stick my head out, and I just hear roar coming from everybody's cars because everyone's radio was tuned into the station that was playing it. I was just like, yep, this is nice. I like this. It also came with a giant bag of popcorn.
Ooh, very nice.
I love those ones that, like the ones that I took from that Halloween thing that one time.
Oh yeah, it was like one of those.
Oh, sick. I love those.
It's like an almost human-sized bag of popcorn. I don't know how they expect us to eat it all, but hey, it came with the ticket.
You're,
To be fair, it was not that cheap, so
you're not.
was-
It's meant to fill the machine.
that makes sense. Because it was like, I think it was like $40 a car, but the
Yeah.
whole thing is you could fit as many people in the car as you want, and it's still a flat rate. So you really all you need to do is get like a van and fill it with like 10 people, and then that's just like $4 a person.
Or like any of our cars back in college and just put like 2 people in the trunk.
Yeah, or more, depending on how we felt that day and how far we were going.
Oh man. Remember that time
Yeah.
that I was in your trunk and you started fucking driving like a madman in a parking lot? You
You
fucking
mean like
asshole.
always?
People had to remind you I was back there.
Yeah, they did.
That's like the one that just made
It
me
was you
remember
and
the
George,
time I
right?
jumped into a moving car.
Excuse me?
Oh my god. Alright, so very brief story time because this one's actually extremely fast. So I called a friend of mine to pick me up because I was supposed to hang out with some people. So two of my friends show up in the same car, but they're doing circles in the parking lot around this one island in the parking lot. So I show up, I expect them to stop, and they were just windows down. Hey, Tro, what's up? Ready to go? I was like, alright, sure, fine. Yeah, I'm ready to go. Just stop the car. Nah, I was like, alright, we're doing this live then. To be fair, they weren't going that fast at all, honestly speaking. It wasn't like donut fast. It was just like fast enough where it's just like, if I fuck this up, I'm definitely gonna miss the car. But if it was like, it's not like fast enough where it's like, yeah, by the time they get here, they're gonna hit me.
Like you might have fractured a leg bone, maybe.
Possibly.
Yeah, I would have skinned myself a little.
I hope you enjoyed shins. They're now a
They weren't
luxury.
useful.
You know, this ride only costed me an arm and a leg. Or, well, 2 legs.
So who else has some good things that happened this year?
Yeah, I would count this as good. I've been reconnecting with like a bunch of people lately, and then at the same time, a few friends I know of in Belgium, they both were like, when things get normal and you travel out here, you're free to just stay with us forever long. I was like, nope.
Yeah, I think starting a podcast was probably a good thing to do in
Yeah.
2020.
That's true.
Yeah,
We
that's the other
completely
thing,
glossed over the thing that we're doing.
Yeah.
right
that we're
now.
currently
Started
doing
this
right
year.
now.
Yeah, we also started. Not just this. We for me, I started my first D&D campaign with you losers. Except for you, Terrell. You're not invited.
That's true. Actually, yeah, I was gonna bring up.
Technically,
that,
I was invited.
yeah.
It's just
Yeah,
my
it's
scheduling doesn't
Yeah,
mesh up.
I'm just joking. You know I love you.
I love you too, Pete.
But
Aww.
oh, how saccharine. I was actually gonna say 2020 has been the year for D&D. Like,
Yes.
I've seen so many people on Twitter who are like, "Yeah, I've just started," or like, "I gotten back into it," and everything. Which is
The
great,
ones
'cause
I
it's
like
fun
to
as hell.
see, the ones I love seeing are, hey, I just started this. Why have I not played this before?
Oh yeah, those are great. The people who are
Or,
like,
like, this-
"Why is this so cool?"
Yeah, exactly. It's like those I love seeing. Yeah, I would definitely say like 2020 was the year of like D&D, like tabletop games, like a lot of like tabletop RPGs. People exploring like new games in general and shit like that. Because I see that shit like all over the place. Like we would never play these normally, but we've already burned through our list, or we needed something new to do. Why haven't we done this before? Because this is so cool.
Or I miss my friends. If it means that I have to pretend to be an orc to hang out with them, so be it. I think those are always my favorites too, of the people who are like, "How come everyone scared me away from this in the 80s?" Because
There was that one
there was Satanic
propaganda
Panic.
movie. Yeah.
Yeah, there was
There
Satanic
was that.
Panic.
There was also that, and there was also the propaganda movie. What was it called? That movie about like all the cool kids playing D&D, and I'm just like, what the fuck is this?
I don't remember that movie.
I don't remember.
There's
that, but
literally a
I've never seen
movie
one.
that is about these kids who are like the bad kids in school. Like, oh man, watch out for them. They're super bad, and it's just like and they play D&D. And I think the premise of the movie, I don't even understand it very clearly. It was very bad, and I just couldn't really keep up with it. It's just like they're trying to get people to join them in their satanic rituals of playing D&D, and it's just one of those movies.
I remember
Yes.
like the Chick Tracks, which were like these little comics drawn by some guy that was super Christian, and it was like this whole thing where like this girl's character died, so she killed herself, and it would like that was supposed to scare people away. But yeah, this
I-
sounds like a fucking off-brand Reefer Madness.
If I saw that movie, I would definitely sit there and go, "Ha! They got this wrong within 5 seconds. We're not the cool kids."
Yeah. Like, here, let me show you an artist rendition of what the people playing D&D look like. Big ass glasses with like a what's it called? A pocket protector. There you go.
I would have literally just like, here, I got a perfect image of people who play D&D. I would just stood up and just gestured at myself and sat right back down.
Also, a
Just
movie
power
being
play.
like, oh man, it's the bad kids. They're playing D&D. Can you believe that they do math in their off time?
Oh
Oh my
god.
god.
God, here's the thing. It's the reason that like people were demonizing D&D is because it kept us off the streets and we couldn't buy their drugs. So they were like, we can't have this.
God,
Be normal,
I hate-
kids. Get into crack.
I hate how much sense that kind of makes, actually.
No, but it was all Christians and Catholics.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they hate
As
everything.
per
but
usual.
that
You can't
reasoning
take-
that Pete just made actually made a little bit of sense, and I'm kind of mad at that.
Oh my god.
I mean, listen, it wouldn't be the first time that propaganda was used to try and get communities fucked.
Very true.
It's-
What? No.
Historically speaking. Of course, not out of
Name
personal
one
experience. I can name several, but that
I
could be
know,
saved
I'm
for a
being-
whole other podcast.
But yeah, I'm
Go on.
glad. But I'm glad to see D&D is back on the rise.
Oh,
Yeah.
I got another the good thing that happened during 2020. Assuming that she wants to, are you gonna? Are you? All right, hold up.
All right, that was a lot of words that just got jumbled
Animals
together.
will
No,
never speak
sorry.
into the mic when you want
Nope.
them to.
No, this is. So I adopted a black cat this month.
Oh,
So
actually, yeah, that is a thing that's been kind of like on the news. Is that like there's been more adoptions than fucking ever before.
That's good.
People have time. They have the time
Yeah.
to take care of pets.
Yeah, to the point where like shelters were empty,
yep.
and they're like, "What do we do now?"
They're like, our job is done.
We
and
did it.
all of them have, all the people who work at adoption centers have just been ascended to heaven now. It's like, our job
They've
is
been
done.
raptured.
I've never been more proud in like collective humanity until I saw that. Because it's just like I've always took in like strays
Yeah.
or have adopted animals, so I'm used to being like, hey, this animal no longer has a home, let me give it a home. I'm used to that. I enjoy that. Like that feels so good.
Yeah, I totally get that feeling.
And like when I saw like at least this year when I saw one of those things where it's just like this shelter has no more animals in it because they were all adopted, I was like, I've never been more proud of collective humanity ever.
I mean, that my mom adopted a kitten, and she basically like saw it online, called them, and it was like, "Hey, can I adopt that cat?" And they're like, "If the cat is gone by the time you get here, no." So, it's first come, first serve. Unfortunately, not unfortunately, but
For
for the people who are trying to.
Unfortunately for
fortunate for
you,
the cat.
it is. Yes.
Which is funny too because originally I was going to try to adopt another black cat named Spooky, or at least from the
Spooky.
SPCA named Spooky. It was a black cat with like ice blue eyes.
Did you say it was an SCP?
SPC. Shut
Oh.
up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Yes. Yes.
I was
Pete.
like, Terrell, you need to return this cat.
I mean, look, just because in the middle of the night he makes me relive my worst fears, doesn't mean he's not
And-
adorable.
and comes back with a few extra limbs of humans. It's fine.
It's fine.
No,
It's alright.
it's literally just Koshak from fucking Welcome to Night Vale. It's a cat with
Pete.
poisonous barbs.
Pete, it's called gifting. Cats do this all the time.
He floats.
I respect you. Here's the severed head of your neighbor.
Whoa. Actually, it's less of a respect thing and more of a they think that you can't take care of yourself. That's why they bring you like a dead animal.
It's like, I will protect you, human.
Oh, you haven't had any food. Here's a rat.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, I ate like 5 seconds ago. But no. So yeah, originally we were gonna adopt this cat called Spooky. Spooky got adopted the day after we put the application in. So we saw this cat, who we now named Kimchi, but at the SPCA, the cat's name was Yeet. As in, yes, Yeet the cat.
I was going to criticize you on the name, but I forgot that what its name used to be, and I'm like, you know what? Things could be worse.
Well, before you bring up the fermented cabbage, we named her Kimchi after Kimchi from Chowder, the cartoon show.
Oh,
I had a
okay.
Because I used to watch that cartoon show all the time back in high school. With a friend, to the point where I actually started slowly understanding Schnitzel, and I was just like, this motherfucker's black. There was one episode where he kirked off. I was like, I understood all that. My friends just staring at me. She's like, what? I was like, yeah, no, I understood every single bit of that. I was like, that was a mad black man. Yeah, no. So we named her Kimchi, and she is just a lovable goofball. She is only 7 months old. She'll be like 8 months come next month. But she was the last of the litter, and the SPCA had her since she was a month old. So now it's just getting used to the fact that I have a cat that likes to meow at 2 in the fucking morning for no
As
reason
most cats
whatsoever.
Do. Well, how old is your cat right now?
She's 7 months.
All right, so wait until she gets to the point where they just run back and forth across the house.
She's already doing that.
Okay,
Yeah, that's
there
the
you
prime
go.
age for that.
Yeah, she's already doing that. She's already doing that, and then at the same time, I can't close my door or like go to the bathroom without her meowing for me specifically. Like I could disappear for like 2 seconds behind her door, close it, and then all you hear is meow, meow. Like Kimchi, I am in the bathroom. I was like, I will be out in like 5 minutes, or it's like I'm trying to take a shower. I'll be out in like 7. Like, I haven't gone far yet. You have the whole entirety of the house to run around and explore, but you want to pick me now to meow for me. Okay. You're lucky you were normal.
I'm just surprised you take 7-minute showers.
I take 7-minute showers or half an hour showers, depending on how I feel.
Okay, yeah. I've kind of gotten to a point where I can do one or the other.
I've always been able to do one or the other. It's just that, like, showers are great. So, yeah, no, the whole entire pet adoption thing, that is hands down the top, like, if I had to do a top 10 reasons, good things in 2020, that would be at the top of the list. Anything involving animals getting good homes, that will always forever land at the top of my fucking list.
Yeah.
Top 10 reasons why Tifa is better than Aerith. Reason number 1, Tifa doesn't die.
Okay, A, that's perfect. B, where did that
accurate.
come from?
Yeah, we're
Did you just open
Terrell
that up?
He's on a totally different podcast right now.
Terrell, you're the main reason that everybody on this train gets derailed.
Hold on. First off, I hate how I can say something, and the first reaction is, "Where did you get that?" It's never, "That's great, you came up with that." No. Just where the fuck did you get that? Because you're not that clever.
No, it sounded like you were reading something.
No.
It was a completely different thought.
I was just thinking about it. No, I got it. I was watching. I watched this YouTuber Russian Badger who does like clips of like him playing shit with a bunch of his friends. One of his friends said that. I was just thinking about it after I said top 10 list for 2020.
Oh, okay.
Oh God. All right, I have now officially killed everybody in this podcast host lineup with something
yeah,
random.
I would say so. Now all I want to do is talk about Final Fantasy with you, but we can't do that.
No, we'll do that next time.
That did happen this year.
No,
It did.
No, it didn't.
The Final Fantasy remake.
Remake was like last year, wasn't it?
What the fuck?
No, it was this year.
It was 29. It came out like late 2019.
No.
I will double check. I gotta double check.
Yeah. Okay. Because if it is, it's relevant. I'm pretty sure it was this year, like March.
March 2nd,
March
2020.
2nd.
I don't know why, because I was just like in my head, I was like, I got
out of
it
here.
in like December when like nothing was going on.
Oh, that's fair.
I mean, I did also binge the fuck out of that game, so like I do not have a clean memory of like when it came out, because as soon as it came out, everything else was forgotten. Literally, time itself did not matter to me.
No, I should have remembered because it's literally 5 days before my birthday.
Oh, also that was around the time when I was furloughed, so I had all the time in the world to actually play the game. So yeah, time did not matter to me.
Oh yeah,
It just
same.
all
Yep.
blended.
I
My
also
my
got
last
furloughed around that
actual
time.
Yeah, my last actual memory was like Magfest. So I was like, it was around winter when like I actually did something like binged a game or some shit like that.
But
No, it
yeah,
was March.
as far
Yeah,
as
remake.
good things, fucking great thing to happen in 2020 was Final
Yeah,
Fantasy 7 remake.
It was
very
so
true.
well done.
Like, it came out at a time when COVID kind of just started getting bad.
It literally had the perfect release. The perfect
Yeah.
release.
No, you want to know it had the perfect release?
Oh
Was
yeah, I was
Animal
about to say
Crossing.
that.
Oh yeah,
That
And
has
Doom.
had like record sales for the Switch.
Yeah.
Like that, it's like, hey, you can't go outside and experience life. Well, how about virtual life?
How about being inside playing outside?
God, I saw like so
Fucking
many
egg
fucking
balloons.
Instagram and oh fuck yeah, the goddamn eggs.
I got a confession to make here. I have never played an Animal Crossing until this recent one came out.
That's fine.
So like I didn't really get into it, but when they did that whole egg hunt thing, I had fucking nightmares, man. Like for the short amount of time I played Animal Crossing, like I just recently had to make room for Hyrule Warriors, so I had to delete that shit because I'm never gonna play it. Sorry, town. But you're fucking in hell. But like that egg hunt thing was like legitimately the worst fucking thing I've
Yeah.
ever experienced in a game.
It was really
And
annoying.
I've played some shit games before, but that was the worst thing. I couldn't get anything done without eggs.
Yeah.
You know, I don't understand your suffering because I to this day have never played an Animal Crossing. I hear it's good, and the thing is, the reason I don't play it is because I feel like I'll be addicted to it, like I am with a lot of things.
Oh yeah, it's
I
very.
think I had
easy
like
to
200
addictive.
hours into it.
Like, yeah, I'm pretty sure I have a problem with Genshin.
Oh, yeah.
As you could probably tell. I
Really?
have played like I'm pretty sure I've only missed one day of Genshin since it came out back in like September.
Damn. See, like I had to take like a long hiatus because after beating Storm Terror, I was like, great, now I gotta catch up in like adventure rank. The grind. I forgot what grinding in a gacha game was like.
It's tedious and awful. I've done it.
Very. Very.
Welcome to the Genshin intervention episode, Pete. We just want our friend back.
No,
We understand you.
Guys,
love
I'm
those
still
anime
here.
titties.
Did I start that on the podcast?
I can't even refute that. But guys, I'm still here. I can quit anytime I want.
Pete, we understand
What?
that you're a part of the Lisa fan base, but we want our friend back.
Though, which fan base?
Lisa?
Like the singer?
No, the give me a second.
I think I know which
Are
one.
you pulling it up?
Yeah, yeah, keep going. I gotta pull up an image and put it in our Discord.
No.
Oh god. There's been times where like on Twitter, like I'll see fan art of something and be like, oh, that's cool, and then it's like it's from Genshin. I'm like, never playing that game. But damn,
Like
some of these
I'm pretty
characters
sure
look
I
cool.
know who you're talking about, but I don't
Pete.
remember Elisa.
Pete, Lisa.
It's her birthday.
It's her birthday. God damn it. As soon as-
Oh,
Lisa.
Yes. God, you know why you know why I forgot about her is because I don't use her. I've never used her. She's not the best to use.
That's
But
like
God,
Amber.
is she
That's
like
like
the thing is
Amber.
like the thing is like, oh yes, here's the thing. Like Amber is the worst. She's just terrible.
The only
But-
winning thing she
but-
has is a goddamn doll.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. Like, even though there are terrible using characters, I still love them because they're just packed with personality.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
definitely
Yeah,
the word.
Yep.
Yeah, that's where you was going. I heard
Yeah.
that pause there, Pete. Well,
Yeah,
you might
they're-
say there's a lot of plot.
Huge.
There's a lot. They have huge tracts of
Damn
land
it.
sometimes.
Yep, there we go.
I mean, especially Elisa. God, I forgot. I forgot about all the property she owns.
God. Pete, the thirstiest motherfucker I'll ever know.
Not accurate.
I need
Not
to
really
rewatch.
accurate.
I need to.
I'm more
rewatch
of
that
a.
movie.
I appreciate the finer things, but I would not say that I am such.
I just had to call you out on this one.
Oh, Terrell, my friend.
Yeah. So while we're talking about that, what other games came out this year? Because I know a lot of them did.
Here, I'll pull up a list and we can keep rolling on.
Although
Oh,
I
the
haven't played it
new
yet,
Yakuza.
I'm super excited to play Hyrule Warriors: The Age of Calamity,
Can-
which is the
Okay,
prequel.
that game is actually pretty fucking solid.
I've not played it yet. I hear it's amazing. I have it on my desk. I'm literally looking at it right now as I'm talking to you.
I've been playing
It's
it.
literally staring me in the face like, Pete,
Yeah.
stop playing anime titties and come check out these
Oh,
Nintendo titties.
and come check out these Zora titties.
These Nintendies.
Nintendies.
Ah,
Nintendies?
that's
I'm mad I didn't
Nint-
think of that. These titties.
Nintitties.
Nintitties.
But
No, Nintendo's
No.
all about that. After Breath of the Wild, Nintendo would be all about the booty.
You know what? That's
yeah.
very fair.
Still have that screenshot of fucking Zelda looking through the grass, and there's just a prompt that says "eat."
Yes.
that's good.
Just
It's
ass in the
really
camera. And
good.
it's just like eat. I'm like, damn. Nintendo's trying to corner that millennial market.
They're just more open.
All they need is alcohol. They got us.
Gotta eat the booty like groceries.
But
Oh my god, I haven't heard that in so long. Get out of here.
leave.
Oh, all right, bye.
Oh yeah, no, that's a good game. So this one's gonna be. People are probably gonna attack me for this one at some point in time.
Oh,
This one is a little bit on the fence at the
Hold on,
moment.
let me get a knife.
is it the one that just came out?
It is one that just came out.
Yeah, I know where you're
finished
going
the
with this.
game. It's actually
Already?
really good. Cyberpunk 2077. It's
Oh yeah.
Where'd you play it?
fucking
Where'd you play it
solid.
on? Where'd you play it on?
A PC.
That's why you finished it.
Well, that's why.
Exactly.
Yeah, the thing is, like, I don't know if you noticed, this is the first time a video game has had to have multiple reviews just because of how severe a difference there is
Yep.
between PC and console.
Yep.
Or I should say is old generation console and everything else.
But like, here's
'Cause
the thing.
I mean,
and,
it's
like,
not often games come out at like that, and usually
I know,
they are.
Yeah.
It has happened. Shadow of Mordor had that problem.
But like,
Oh, did it?
here's the interesting
Oh,
thing
yeah.
about it though is the fact like. I get why some people are like harping on it, but
Yeah, I was
Like-
expecting more. And
you got more. There, you got way more because the investors are going after Project Red. But like that game is honestly like if people were able to play it, hands down, this game I think made my game of the year. Like, if I could give multiple games game of the year, Final Fantasy VII and Cyberpunk 2077 would get game of the year for me instantly. Instantly.
I don't like. Here's the thing. I really enjoyed Final Fantasy VII. I don't know if I'd give it Game of the Year.
Yeah, I mean, that's Animal Crossing.
Like,
I mean,
Yeah, you wouldn't be wrong on that one, Freddy. I mean, like, okay, so like, let me rephrase it. Personal game of the year. Personal game of the year. Because
I
that's
mean,
why I
no,
was.
Game
That
of the
was.
Year,
That's like
Cyberpunk.
like in my top top 3 I'm gonna say it's like Cyberpunk 2077, and I think second and third has currently been flopping between Remake and fuck, what other game have I played that I've been just like all about lately? I gotta think. I don't remember. I talked about this recently. Well, it's just like it was such a specific thing.
while you think, I'm going through my Steam list, and I found a game that came out this year that changed my life.
Okay.
Okay, for the better or the worse?
Helltaker.
Oh, I love Helltaker.
Hey
Helltaker's
Dale,
amazing.
it has
Yeah.
it's getting a sequel.
Hellgiver?
Yeah, I heard about that.
I mean,
Heaven
you can
Taker?
get, you can get.
Are you talking about the dating
no.
sim?
You can give her something, all right. Yeah, we're talking about the dating sim.
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh, full-fledged
They're making
dating
a.
sim?
They're making like a like it's not it's like one of those visual novel dating sims.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm down.
But here's the kicker. Here's the kicker. It's a fan made thing, but Void is working on it.
Oh, okay. That's good.
There's new models, and I have
It's
never
more-
been
it's
thirstier for
updated
demons in my
models,
life.
pretty much.
I can't remember.
They're like in the art style, but more refined.
Yeah. Void definitely changed up how they look, at least in the real world now. So they're more modern instead of looking like the way they did in Hell and wearing the suits all the time.
Well, they're all living on Earth.
Yeah.
They gotta blend in.
Yeah, oh yeah,
look
they
so
blend
good
in
in
alright.
suits.
I mean, yeah,
The
a lot of
suits make
them look good in
everything.
suits. So, but like still,
Also, I don't know who to date. They're all so great.
yeah. But yeah, no, just so you're aware, it's getting a sequel.
I'm so glad to hear. I'm glad that he's also been doing that comic now of just like now that
Of what
they're
they've been
on
doing
Earth.
like on Earth, yeah, I've been
Dude,
reading
my
that too.
favorite is the one where Helltaker and Satan or Lucifer are screaming each other over a fucking board game, and meanwhile the drunk one's just in the background like, fucking end this.
It's great. It's a good game series. Yeah, I do agree. Yeah, that one's really good. That one's a great series.
Also, that Halloween comic of the kids at the door like trick or treat, and it's Cerberus who's like, "Hey kids, want to learn dark magic? Have you read the good book?"
Yeah, there are plenty of games I wanted to play this
Um,
year. I don't know, for some reason didn't. Like, I wanted to play like Ghost of Tsushima.
That's it.
Oh,
That was the
want-
one I was
I
thinking of.
I
Thank
need
you.
to. I need to get that. 'Cause
Yeah,
I
that's what
hear
I
it's
keep hearing.
amazing.
It is so beautiful. Like, forget the gameplay for a hot second. I've stopped in certain locations just because the scenery looked so fucking good. The other kicker is that you can kind of low-key control the weather.
Okay.
Um,
Go
so
on.
so like as you're venturing through, the weather changes and shit like that. But you can play your flute just to pass the time, quote unquote. Um, but different songs have different effects, and if you read the lore of the song, the lore-ish or the info on the song, it sort of tells you what it does, but it doesn't really tell you what it does. So like a song would say something like, it makes you feel like the skies are clear or some shit like that. And like when you play the song on like a rainy ass day, you can see the clouds start parting.
You can
and
see
shit
clearly
like
now.
that. Yeah, you can see clearly now that the rain is gone. Damn it. But there's that. There's a lot of small things about the game that I really like. I need to go through. I still need to finish the game. I'm literally at the end of the game. I'm almost done with it. But Final Fantasy VII, and a bunch of other things kind of took my attention away from it. Thank you,
You're welcome.
thank you. I just got waffles.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
sick. I want waffles.
Ooh, and sausage. Um. So so yeah, Ghost of Tsushima. There's a few minor things like the flute changing the weather. Apparently how you play the game kind of changes the weather too.
Mhm.
But I'm not gonna give too much information on that one because I'm not sure. A, I'm not sure if it's true, and B, it is kind of lore tied in, sorta, kinda, not really. Um.
Okay.
I could describe it, but it's such a weird thing. When I read it, I was like, that makes sense, but at the same time, that's weird. Um, but the biggest thing that I liked about it is that, and this is going to be my second playthrough through this game. I'm going to use this mode is Kurosawa mode, because what that does, Kurosawa mode turns it into a black and white film
Ooh.
with the film grain and the tears and splits and the weird hairy thing that shows up on those old ass movies.
Yeah.
So it literally does all that, and I think the audio changes to fit that as well. So you can be playing through an old ass samurai movie.
That's really cool.
And
Yeah, I remember hearing about that.
when I
So
saw that,
very
I was like,
cinematic
that's
game.
dope as hell. And the biggest reason why I want to do it is because every time you start up a side mission or a main mission, you get a title card. So you get like these large like it'll cut to like this picturesque scene, and then you can get these large Japanese caricatures showing up, I don't know which one, if it's Hiragana or katakana, so I'm not gonna say which one. But they show up on the screen, and I think in subtitles they'll say like what that episode is.
Hmm.
Which makes me want to play through Kurosawa mode even more.
Yeah.
Um, but there's just so much beauty in that game that it's mind-boggling how well done that game is. The opening scene for that game, one of the opening scenes for the game, sorry, is you're on the horse, you're riding through this tall ass grass field, and this field goes on for a hot minute. And it's just like these white tufts off the top of the grass and stuff like that. I think they're flowers or whatever. I don't remember what these are called. Um, but as you're riding through and it's bringing in the title card and all that shit, the dude leans off the side of the horse and just starts running his hand through the grass. And it looks so cool. It looks so cool. It looks so beautiful. Like, oh man, I can't gush about this game like more than I already am, because it's just a lot of it is just less about the gameplay and more about how it's been presented. There's beauty in everything. The duels are amazing. You hear some like old hero stories towards like some of the side quests. Like one of them will unlock a certain move that you get to use that was feared because it was used to kill lightning wolves and shit like that. So you strike as fast as lightning. Um, it just, that game's so good. Play it,
All
play it,
right,
play
I
it,
will.
play it. That's all I gotta say. It's hands down one of the best games that I've played in 2020. One of, not the, but one of the best games I played in
Okay.
2020.
Oh, also, to correct something from before, Final Fantasy VII Remake did not come out March 2nd. Came out
Was
April
it?
10th.
Yeah, my
Oh,
birthday.
okay then.
Either way,
Yeah. I don't know
Either
why
way.
the Google automatic result was wrong, but alright.
all right. Well, either way, it came out in a moment where time did not matter to me, and I completely
It
forgot.
came out when we needed it most.
Yes,
Yeah.
Like the Avatar. Except opposite.
except opposite.
Another... I haven't gotten around to finishing it, but... So, back in 2013, this game came out. It was an episodic game called Kentucky Route Zero.
Okay.
And it's this super weird, trippy point-and-click adventure game. And the development cycle was so bad that the final 5th act of the game came out in January of this year.
Wow. Oh wow.
It took so long to finish. It was revealed in 2011. The first act released January 2013, and it finally finished. Don't know how it ends. I might play through it again. Say, who else has a good memory of this year?
That's another thing from January was Edge returning to WWE. That was a really big thing for me.
What's his gimmick?
Big guy wears
Yeah.
tights, just like everybody else.
Oh, yeah.
He's the guy with the face.
Pete, shut up.
His thing was he was
I was just like, Pete, shut the fuck up.
his thing. He was the rated R superstar.
I've definitely heard that.
I forget, he's been in a couple of shows as well, like Vikings, Haven. Oh, what else has he been in? I can't think. But no, he had to retire in 2000. Oh God, 11. I think it was. I'm trying to remember here. I'm gonna look it up. But he was getting like tremors, numbness in all of his fingers, and yeah, he was told he should never wrestle again, like at all, because it could literally kill him. But he went through a lot of like, what's it called, therapy, and like physical therapy, some surgeries and stuff, and he wound up coming back as a surprise entrant to Royal Rumble, and then wrestled at WrestleMania.
That's dope.
Nice.
So I was like so happy about that. Yeah, 2011 was his last match before his retirement, which was at WrestleMania, retaining the World Championship against Alberto Del Rio. So
Oh, wow, so he's been out of commission for a
yeah,
long
like
time.
he's shown up just to do like appearances, but he hasn't actually wrestled a match in that long.
Damn. That's impressive.
Yeah. So like I was like, I forget where I was. I think it was at my friend Zach's house, and we were all just like going crazy. That's one good thing I really enjoyed this year.
Oh,
Yeah.
here's the other thing that this year brought to me that like people actually heard me lose my literal shit over for a hot minute.
hmm
Uh, Sephiroth getting released in Smash
Oh yeah.
because like I
I
saw
love the trailer for that. It was
it
ridiculous.
was
It looked like he
so
killed
good.
Mario.
So it's just like so people didn't hear me react to the trailer originally because I was like at first I was like, nah, this is just some bullshit. There's no way this is happening. Then I finally watched the video and I was like, oh wait, this shit's happening. Sakurai, you madman, you god, what did you do?
You added the man with the longest of swords.
You added the actual distance demon. Nah, Min Min's still the distance demon, to be fair. Um, so like, alright, dope. Then cut to when they do on the 17th of this month when they did the trailer, not the trailer, but like the actual they're talking about his moveset and shit like that, and Sakurai showing him off and whatnot. So we're sitting there, me and my friend John were watching it, and I was losing my shit the whole goddamn time. Cause they were like, yeah, his neutral B is flare. Like they were like his neutral B, and they showed it. I was like, that's probably flare. It's flare. And I was like, don't tell me you could charge it for Mega Flare and Giga Flare. I was like, oh, you bastards. Then they're like, yeah, his up B is like a blade dash, like Fox's like side B. But if you charge it, you get Octa Slash. I was like, oh no, let's keep going. Down B is Scintilla, which is his counter. He has the longest fucking reach I've ever seen in a Blade character because you just do a side tilt and it's like fucking I can poke you from like 4 characters away.
Oh yeah, I saw his
Um,
like amazing recovery ability where if you're like near the edge, you just like from like
you
two
can just
feet
stab
away,
it.
you jab the sword in and just can jump back for up for there. It's
Yep.
just like, well, that's not at all fucking broken.
He has a cool. Well, some characters can actually can stick to the walls and jump off. That's basically
I
what
know,
that
but
is.
that range is absurd.
It kinda. You can still punish that with a spike. But then the his fucking the presentation of Sephiroth was just amazing. His final smash is fucking um whatever
Is
it
the thing
was.
where he destroys the galaxy?
Yes.
Jesus
Um
Christ.
can't remember the name of that move right now because I'm in like gush mode. But the thing that made me really love his release was the stage release. Was 100% the stage release because I lost my shit when that got shown. Um, so the stage that they released is the Northern Crater. I honestly expected them just to release the live stream, which is like the final spot that you fight Sephiroth in. No, they literally did the latter, like the very final bits of the game, from when you enter Northern Crater to when you beat Sephiroth and use Holy to stop Meteor. And they present that from start to finish. You're outside of Northern Cave. So the stage is literally a large platform and two side platforms. So it's a very tame stage, but it's the background that does all the crazy shit. So you start outside of Northern Crater, then you dive into it. You see the high wind flying around. You dive into the Northern Crater and start traveling down it, like you would in Final Fantasy VII Original. And then you get to the location of the final battle where Holy's being sealed up and shit like that, and you gotta fight Sephiroth and whatnot, yada yada yada. Then after a while, Holy kind of breaks itself out in the background because you're not doing that fight really. It breaks itself out, and an explosion happens, and you're now flying out of the crater, and the high wind shows up and starts hightailing it out of the crater alongside you. And then you get out of the crater and you see meteors about to hit the fucking planet at the last fucking second. By the way, spoilers for a game that's roughly 20 years old.
Oh yeah, also spoilers for that game that just got a remake.
Yeah, so you see meteor
You'll get
coming
to see
down
this
about to
again
hit
in
the
like 5
ground,
years.
and it's just like, oh no, it's too fucking late. And then Holy in like the live stream starts fighting it back, and then meteor explodes, and in that fade to white, it resets the stage to tell the story again. It's so fucking cool.
And that's a cool stage, I'll admit.
And then Sephiroth's victory screen is literally him just walking away in fire.
Yeah, I saw that.
And if
And then-
and if you're playing a team battle, it literally just says "fuck your teammate." Here's Sephiroth.
Well then.
All right. I feel like I couldn't contribute anything
Nope.
to that.
Sorry,
So on a
Smash,
side note,
Smash player.
that's all right. Listen, listen. I'm not gonna bash you on your smashing.
Yeah, I love
Fine.
Smash. I just haven't played in fucking forever because I have no one to play with.
Yeah. I haven't played in a long time either. Not since
Incident.
it came out, I think. The incident.
Not since the
yes.
incident. Yeah, no, I still play, because my friend John and a few of us we practice with each other because we used to go to this place called Xanadu. And
Wow, really? Xanadu?
no, it is a legit place. This place is called Xanadu, and it is located at the horse track. But that place is I think one of the major spots for our locals. It is a big place, like not like in terms of size, but in terms of like the amount of things that happen in there. Because a lot of the major stuff for Smash tournaments, I think a few of the actual fighting game tournaments for like Street Fighter, and I'm not sure about Tekken, but like Street Fighter maybe, they happen at Xanadu. They happen here in Maryland at Xanadu. I know where this place is, and it's dope.
And this has been Torella's Man on the Street in Maryland. Pete, what you got for us?
You know what? So going back to things that have happened this year, you know what I'm grateful for that isn't a thing anymore? That doesn't really seem to happen anymore? Is those drive-by birthdays.
Excuse me?
Now,
No,
no.
people may
Excuse
one
the
day look
fuck
back
outta
on
me.
this and be like, "What's that?"
Excuse the fuck out of me? Drive-by
Yes,
birthdays.
Now, here's the thing. People in the future will look back on this, what I just said, and be like, did people just, like, get shot up on their birthdays? I'll be like, no.
No.
It's the whole stupid people driving by houses of people they can't go see because of social distancing. And in a line of, like, maybe 10 to 20 or maybe more, depends on how many friends really care about looking like idiots, will drive by your house and start honking their horns as they drive by, causing traffic. And I hate them.
Yeah, no,
I thought
My-
people were
I-
joking about that shit.
No, that was real.
I literally heard about it. I heard about it and just wrote it off instantly. I was like, "Pfft, no one's doing
Like-
this.
like-
Fuck out of here."
It's one thing to have to do it like to someone's house who's on a side street. However, it's really annoying when a person lives off of a main road, because I specifically remember having to go to headquarters for my job for a meeting. I leave an hour before I have to get there because it takes me around 40 minutes to get there, and I give myself some time just in case of traffic. I barely made it because I got stuck behind a group of people who were doing birthday drive-bys on the main road, and I'm just like, I'm going to run you all off the street.
Yeah, my dad sent me a picture of one that part of his family did. They're like, hey, check this out. I'm like, that's incredibly disruptive.
That's why
Yeah.
I was like originally like when I heard about it, I was like, no one's gonna do this because that's like extremely disruptive, like very.
I just like the idea of Pete showing up to headquarters and like, Pete, why are you waiting there? There was a drive-by.
Oh
There was
no,
a drive-by
birthday.
that I became a part of unintentionally. It's like, where did it happen? It's like, you don't want to know.
I'm now a key witness to a 86-year-old woman getting a year older.
Wow, some of the
Yeah.
things I have here that's happened in 2020, I can't believe are real. That being one of them.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember, what are some of the weird shit? Whatever happened to murder hornets?
They
do we still have to worry about
died
those?
out.
Oh.
No, they started dying out real
Yeah.
quick.
Oh, cool.
In all honesty, this isn't the first time they've come to the country.
Yeah, I
This
was
is
like,
like,
I wouldn't be surprised if this wasn't the first time.
I don't know. I seriously don't know what it is about them coming to this country that always seems to kill them off. But like,
The weather, maybe.
they're all. It's either the. I was gonna say. I was gonna say it's the unhealthy lifestyle of the American that got them.
I would definitely chalk it up to the environment because like they wouldn't be native to like at the very least California. Um, so
No, yeah, if
like
their body reaches like a certain temperature, they just fucking die.
die, yeah. So like I can imagine that when they got here, it was like in that area where it's like yeah they might be okay, but once that temperature started going up past their comfort zone, they were like nah we're done we're axed.
You know, we keep trying to vacation here, but every time we come here, we just like, the weather's just not that great. Anyway, we're gonna go kill people in another country.
Bye.
Bye!
I hope that every single murder hornet sounds like
I
that.
would be horrified.
It's like maybe not to people, but to themselves. Like that's how they hear themselves.
That would be
That's what their
interesting.
that's what their buzzing sounds like. Bye!
That would be very entertaining.
Up until they stab you.
God, what else happened this year that was
There was that like ancient sarcophagus that we opened.
No, shut up.
And then
Shut
Dio
up.
came out.
I literally put that to the back of my head the second that got announced. I was like, we are in 2020. Like it was like what halfway through 2020, I think. And
Yeah.
it's just like we are already in the shit, and you want to do this? Like this is how a horror movie starts, guys.
Oh yeah, that was every
Put that back.
movie headline is ancient forgotten sarcophagus found. Scientists plan on opening it. Everyone's like, why? Just wait until next year.
Yeah, just stop.
I think it was like filled with goo or something.
I can imagine decomposing body and whatnot.
Like
Either
whatever
way,
was inside like liquidated.
either way, it's still one of those things where it's just like, don't gamble any harder in 2020 than we already are. Stop that.
Suddenly, people
Stop.
have suddenly found stone masks.
God.
I saw that. It was something going around. It was some article about like how wearing masks are dangerous, and someone replied with a tweet of the
mask
from
from JoJo, yeah.
The mask. No, the mask from Jim Carrey's. The
Oh.
mask. And it was like, yeah, like a friend of mine started wearing a mask to get safe from COVID, but then suddenly his skin turned green. He started acting real fucking weird. And then someone
Yeah,
did the
he
same
wanted
with
us to call him Cuban Pete. He's the king of the rumba beat.
And then someone did the same with JoJo, where it was like, yeah, my friend started wearing a mask to stay safe from COVID. Next thing I know, he's draining people with their blood and walking up walls.
Oh man, it's just that's funny as hell. Where did this go? I was laughing. I'm still laughing at the mask thing.
So, anyone here actually get a chance to see the planets the other day? Yeah, same.
What?
The other day, Saturn and Jupiter, yeah, those two, Saturn and Jupiter, were like visible together, like, and like aligned, like last week I think it was, like
I'm
4
so
or 5
happy
days
for
ago.
them.
Yeah, and also apparently like the Star of Bethlehem was visible like just before Christmas, and I was just like, huh, I can't see anything because there's clouds everywhere as far as the eye could see. So I hope some people got to enjoy it. Yeah. That was something that happened. Wanted to see if anyone wanted to share their experience with that. If they had.
I did
literally
not know
didn't
about
hear-
any of that.
Yeah, I didn't even know about it.
Yeah,
Uh,
that one slid
yeah.
under the radar. Something fierce.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm surprised I
Well-
didn't hear about fucking planets aligning.
It's hopefully to reset the year and like make it better. I don't know.
Well, I'll
means-
take anything at this point.
I'm just so happy that Saturn and Jupiter are out together now.
Yeah.
I know. I've told you guys.
Everybody was waiting for it.
Yeah. I'm hoping that that's a good sign. And I know I've told you guys, but I will say it here on the podcast for everybody listening. I'm yelling Jumanji come the end of the year. Because I wanted to be done playing this board game.
But board games are so hot right now.
I want to be done playing this board game.
I give this one a 2 out of 10.
I'd rather play Monopoly and have someone have like both of the blues. I want off this board, man. I'm yelling Jumanji just in case someone did land on Jumanji.
Not, you know the worst thing you can hear at the end of the year is make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh no!
That's the worst one.
If I ever hear a voice just out of nowhere say make a saving throw of any kind, my first thought is, did I finally go crazy? What broke me? Because I'm just walking down the street. What was the thing that broke me? And then after that, I go, wait, D&D in real life, really? Haven't I already been doing that?
It really doesn't take much to break you. Come on.
Finally, I'm gonna date all the tieflings. What,
Yeah, it really
what would be the
doesn't
saving
take
throw that you're each most worried about? Strength, con, dex, and whiz or charisma?
Charisma. I don't even have
I'd
to
be
think.
so
I
worried.
don't even have to think about that one. I worked at
I'd be
FedEx for
worried.
4 years. I have a decent amount of strength to get by on anything. I am slightly dexterous. I am. It's either charisma or constitution. One of those two. It's only those two.
Dex saving throw, yeah. Those are never good. Pete, I think you could probably do fine with a strength save.
Yeah, with a strength save, I could totally make that.
Which is your bane.
What's my main?
Bane.
Yeah, bane.
Bane.
Like the bane of your existence. What save throw you
Oh.
want to make?
God, I don't want to make.
Like you as a person.
I'm still. I like. I'd have to pull up a list because I'm not the most savvy of remembering.
I
literally
wanna-
just listed them.
I
Strength,
want to
dex,
throw something out here, and
No, I'll pull it up. Don't worry.
P, I'm gonna throw something
Uh,
out, and feel free to disagree with me or agree with me on this one. I feel like Dale might agree with me on this one. I would say wisdom because sometimes you're not the most insightful, and the only reason I say this is because when people hit on you, you don't notice it.
Oh yeah. You know what? That's fair. Is that what perception is based on? Is wisdom?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, that's
Yeah. That,
Perception,
Save is
perception,
willpower.
and I think insight are both wisdom.
yeah.
all right. So then, yes, my wisdom would be the worst.
Like, I would say that you would have a 10 wisdom, which puts you at a +0 modifier, because you're wise, but you're not wise in some scenarios.
God, this has gotten so fucking nerdy. But it's fine. It's 2020. Everyone knows how to play D&D now.
yeah, we've gone over this. Everybody plays D&D.
Yeah,
now.
everybody. Everybody.
Even if you don't know it, you're playing it right now. Roll for initiative.
Oh, that would be the thing that would make me scared here.
Oh yeah.
At the
no,
end
you're
of the
right.
year, you just hear when it goes from 2020 to 2021, and you just hear roll for initiative. I would shit bricks. I would honestly shit bricks.
Yeah.
Pretty evil son of a bitch. That would be funny as shit, but that would also be the scariest thing to hear, just
Now,
out
would
of
you be-
nowhere.
Would you be less worried if it was Matt Mercer's voice that said it?
No. No. I wouldn't be more concerned or less concerned if it was Matt Mercer. It would have the same
You're like, of course
level
it's
of
Matt
shitting.
Mercer.
Yeah, that would be the only thought I would have. Is like, of course they would use Matt Mercer's voice as I'm shitting bricks and just clutching my ass is clutching so hard I'm actually crushing out diamonds.
Well, good thing those will be used to res you.
Like that. In no world do I want to hear roll for initiative with no context. Like I'm walking down the street. I'm literally just walking down the street for no reason whatsoever. No one's around me. Street's pretty fucking empty. A couple cars driving by. Next thing I hear, roll for initiative.
Terrell.
No.
Terrell. Now I want to walk up to random people on the street with a D20 and a box, and I'm gonna just walk up to people and say roll for initiative. If they roll anything lower than a 12, I'm gonna smack them in the face. If they roll anything like a crit, then I give them a ham sandwich. Congratulations. Here's a free lunch.
Actually, Terrell, you know what's worse? When you're alone, does a 23 hit your armor class? Because it's not even you get to roll for initiative, it's oh no, someone's got a surprise round on you.
Yeah, someone's already attacking you right now. You just don't see it coming.
The attack has happened.
Fucking Q Persona 5.
I'm just confirming if it hits.
Q Persona 5, the last surprise playing in the background while you're at it.
Mm-hmm.
Just straight up, you'll never see it coming. Why do I hear boss music all of a sudden?
Is that a Greek chorus?
Why is there...
It starts out slow, but then it gets really fast, and you're like, oh no.
No, I got one worse. It's just like, you're just walking, and all of a sudden you just see a fog gate just show up right in front of you.
I was just gonna say, 2020 ends and a fog gate appears.
It's just like, alright, well, we have to go this way. Walks through. Why is there a life bar? Why is there music all of a sudden? What is this?
Why is
Oh
there a
no.
Terrell,
Why is there a fog gate in the bathroom doorway?
Terrell, I just posted something
Uh,
that I feel is relevant to what you were just talking about, saying about me earlier.
yeah, that, yep, that is, yep.
It's just me. I wish girls would just tell me that they like me. The girl who says she likes me is being upfront. She says strip. Also me, who's an idiot. I refuse.
God, that reminds me of that fucking post I saw on Reddit, which was like, I was complaining to a female friend of mine that like a girl could be interested, a girl like could walk up to me, say I like you, and slap me in the face. I still wouldn't know what's happening. And then she said I like you and slap me in the face. What does it mean?
Now,
What is this? This code.
now, Pete, in your defense, I will also admit, there are days where I am exactly like that. Where it's just like,
Yeah.
damn, I don't know what's going on.
To be fair, unless I myself am on my game, like, I'm not going to be paying attention to any signs, anything at all. Like,
You're not the
you,
cat.
like, I specifically remember my mother also saying what you guys always say. She legit was like,
Oh, she too says,
she's
"God damn
like-
it, Pete."
yeah, she pretty much does.
It's really weird that
She
your
does.
mom says that, Terrell.
So,
Thought of it.
but like, she's like, I swear to God, a woman is going to have to literally bash you over the head with a club and drag you to her house because you're not going to understand. And I'm just like, understand what? And she's like, God damn it.
Oh, it's like that time that we got home from getting fucking Moe's. And I told the story about your super sparkly day.
Oh my God.
Your mom was like, and let me guess, he didn't realize until like 5 minutes later, until you brought it up, and I'm like, yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to tell that story? I don't think it's been said.
Oh man. So
I feel like it's, even though it happened to me, I feel like it's more your story.
it was really all of our story.
It was all our story.
Not me.
Because
The
me and,
order
me and Jen
was-
were after you.
No, it was Jen, then me, then you.
Oh yeah.
It's,
So anyway,
That's how we knew, because she didn't do it to anyone else.
yeah, so we were all at Moe's, and we were ordering food, and our friend Jen goes up, gets her food, and the girl's like, have a nice day. She hands Pete his food, and she's like, have a super sparkly day, and Pete's like, okay. And then she...
Oh God,
and then I
why
go
that
up,
I was
story?
she...
like, I legit was like, what? And she's like, have a super sparkly day. And I was like, oh, thank you.
Oh, yeah. And then I go up, and she's like, here you go. Like, all right, thanks. And yeah, and then we sat down, and Pete's like, man, that was weird. Did she tell you to have a super sparkly day? And I'm like, no, Pete. Because she wants to fucking dick.
I was like, ah, shit. And then tell them what you did the next time we went to Mosdale.
Oh, yeah, we told the waiter, it was a guy this time. I think it was a different Moe's, too.
It was the one, yeah, because we were at the one near my house, and then we went all the way across the island to a different one.
Oh, yeah, it was the one near my house where
Yeah, the one near you.
Yeah, where I went to school with the cashier. So I said to him, like, hey, see the guy with the chin strap? When you hand him his food, tell him to have a super sparkly day. And he's like, what? I'm like, don't worry, I'll tell you later. He's like, okay, I'll do it.
And then I go up and pay for my food. And he's like, hey, man, you have a super sparkly day. I literally just turn around and go, what the fuck did you tell this man to do?
And we're like, nothing, Pete. He just really likes you. That
That's
didn't
like,
actually happen.
that's slick as hell. That's funny as all get out, man. I feel like I didn't have a. I don't. I feel like I had a moment somewhat equal to, but not as bad of as that. I'm just. I'm not recalling it right now. There was definitely. Oh no, I remember. I was at a hobby shop with a friend of mine. I was showing it to her because she was like, "I want to pick up models." I was like, "Well, they got Gundam models at this shop I go to, so come with me. I'll show it to you." So we go into the comic shop, which is right next door to the game shop that they have. We go in there, and as usual, these people are like, "Hey, welcome to Third Eye. Can we help you with anything?" I was like, "Nah, just browsing around, showing my friend the store. It's her first time in this place. Yada yada yada." Um, oh, you need us to give her the rundown? I was like, "Nah, I got this. You guys, keep on keeping on." Um, so we're just standing by the Gundam models. She's just looking around. I'm pointing out some of the easier ones to build for her like first one. So of course she gets a bear guy. Um, so we're just standing there, and then one of the people that work there. Now, mind you, I had no social cues leading into this whole entire thing, like saying like, "Hey, I need a hand," or "Hey, come talk to me." Like I'm just sitting there chilling out like I normally do. Uh, Person walks up to me because I'm still not sure, but they walk up to me and we're just chatting for like no reason. They were like, "Hey, you're really into Gunpla, this, that, the other thing." I was like, "Yeah, I built these when I was like, little, and it's been years since then. I picked it up since like, I think I picked it up back up in 2020, honestly speaking. Year of the model
Yeah,
building.
one more thing.
Yeah, year of model building, getting back into Gunpla. I finished 2 of them this year. I intend to do like a few more. Also Warhammer, but I digress. So we're sitting there just talking for a while, and then they disappear to go continue doing whatever. And then I'm walking my friend through the store. They show up again, and we're chatting about manga this time. I was like, this is weird. Whatever. Nice conversation. Kept it going, and then I think she bought a few things, and then we rolled out. And my friend's like, "You realize they were hitting on you, right?" I was like, "Nah, I got in my car."
Nah.
Yeah.
No, that's literally my response. Nah.
I'm like, "Pfft, yeah, okay." Cut to
Sure, all right.
cut to like
Yeah.
I guess a few days later, where I go back to the store, and that same person was just not there. So it's almost like a fever dream, but it 100% happened. Like I could
Dude.
point to every person I remember seeing regularly that works that shop. Um, I don't even know if I can consider myself like a regular since they don't know me. But I can point to each and every person that works in that comic shop. I'm like, yeah, you're still here, you're still here, you're still here. Where's this person though? Yeah, like I'm afraid of that happening.
Oh.
Because my friend
person-
swears that
That
I was
person
being hit
died
on.
10 years ago on this day.
But yeah, no, my friend swears that I was being hit on. I was like, maybe, but not me. She's like, they only talk to you. I was like, they asked if you needed help. She's like, yeah, that's all they asked me. They did not pay me any mind. I was like, that's weird. That is weird now that I think about it.
That is weird.
Huh,
That's what
oh well.
people will say about 2020. As we near the end.
Oh my god, that actually legitimately happened this year. What the fuck? That's
Oh,
scary.
wait.
No, that did
Oh,
happen
yeah, it
this
did.
year. That happened this year.
I remember you telling me that, yeah. Well, at least it was still on topic, technically.
Yeah, it just took me a
That
realization.
was the saving grace.
So,
God,
any
that's wild.
closing thoughts on 2020?
Fuck it.
Fuck 2020.
fuck this
Fuck
shit.
2020. I literally 2 days ago just learned what that was about. I was just like, why are there twisted T weapons in my feed?
Can someone explain that to me? Because I saw that earlier today, and I was just like, I got no yesterday. I was like, I got no
So,
context. for
do
this.
you do you still not have any context for it?
No.
Okay. I feel like I'm not the one who should tell you. You should watch it, but I'll just give you a rundown. Drunk racist being a drunk asshole racist to somebody,
Oh.
and then that one person takes a twisted tea in their hand and smashes it across his face.
Okay, hold up.
Good.
I'm looking this up now. Do get
Well,
smacked with a twisted
yeah,
tea. Okay, hold up. I'm watching this right now.
You
Yeah.
can look it up after.
Yeah, look it up after.
Okay.
It's gonna take some time to watch.
This
It's gonna
isn't
take like a
this
couple
isn't
minutes.
the listen to Terrell react to a video podcast.
No, you're right.
Yeah,
you're
we
right.
Need to get we need to get facial
the
expressions.
worst
for
kind
that.
of reaction video, the kind that are audible only.
Anyone else before we wrap this up?
I'm good. I mean,
Fuck you,
This-
2020.
this year, I'll say this much. This year, as bad as this year has been, for people, I guess people as a whole, or well, unless you're an asshole, it's been good for like a lot of personal development. Like people rediscovering hobbies, finally having time to just chill and do stuff.
People reconnecting.
People reconnecting. People like me
If it wa-
realizing that being a workaholic is a very bad thing, and you need to try to break that habit badly. But it's just like there's low key has been a lot of good coming from this in terms of just like I said, personal development, people just doing shit. Animals getting fucking adopted.
Yeah.
Um,
There's also like this like just to bring up some like quick points. We had like a record number of people vote this year.
God, yes.
We now have the first woman / black / Indian American as the vice president. Like we have I've been told by some of my friends that there are like many trans people have joined the government this year.
Mm-hmm.
Like
yeah, bunny.
the Supreme Court finally ruled that people can't be fired for being gay or trans, which I'm surprised that was even a thing.
I know, right?
The Pentagon, I know, right? People have like human rights. What is that? Like, but the government also releasing like the UFO videos this year. CO2 has declined like a ridiculous amount because no one's going anywhere.
Yeah.
Like the
Yeah,
Earth has been
true.
recovering quite a bit because of that.
Animals are like, where the fuck did the people go? Are they finally dead?
This is just a prequel. The prequel for when the
Dude, it's
rapture
Tokyo
actually
Jungle.
happens.
oh lord.
Tokyo Jungle. I'm so happy.
But yeah, like
And then a lot of good stuff has happened this year. It's just that people tend to focus so much on the bad because it's so easy
Well,
and
it's
so in your face about it.
We had to sink as low as possible in order to get some of these good things to happen.
yeah.
That's mostly why.
but yeah,
You know what I really hope that we've hit rock bottom and just don't whip out a shovel.
Or a pickaxe.
Or a pickaxe.
or the
Like,
dynamite.
Listen, how about instead of trying to break a record going down, let's start climbing back
Yeah,
up.
like I said, like and this probably is just a great summary for like just the end of all of this, is that as bad as 2020 was, there was a fuck ton of good things that happened as well. It's just that we didn't really weren't able to pay attention to it, just like Pete said, because all the bad was just more up in our face. But if you actually take the time to sit down and look through the entirety of the year, there's been honestly quite a lot of good things that's happened.
Yeah, and the whole thing is like those good things when like we as people can go back out into society as normal. I hope that these good things that we have taken can be pushed into that norm now. Like the whole thing is like now that a lot of places are doing remote work, they realize it works.
Or
Like,
it's
people
more
probably be able to
efficient.
work from and it's more and cost effective. Like people are probably gonna be able to start working from home and working wherever they want.
Yeah, a lot of,
Like,
a
'cause
lot
if
of places
you-
are
'cause-
like, wait, we don't need 50 locations. We just need like 2.
Ye-
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Which that
Like,
right there
the-
opens the market for a lot of other things. For a lot of other things.
everyone's gonna have it. Yeah, everyone's gonna have an office room soon.
I'd
That's an actual.
I'm
office
not
and
gonna lie.
the-
that
the-
is
the nerd cave.
that is a dream.
And
That
not
is
just a
something
room
I
where a
still
computer
want
with
to work
Snood is.
towards. It's just like
Yeah.
that's that having that as an option to just work from home, like because then I'm able to still like handle a bunch of other things, and not be as stressed out in an office or like with other things with work wise. But like
Oh yeah, it's great. When I was working from home, I'm like, I should do dishes.
yeah.
I can afford to step away from the computer for a few minutes. No one's gonna know, and then the dishes will be done.
Yeah, or at least like
It's like
just
you got work done and your house is clean.
yeah,
for it.
exactly. But like people have been taking more time to be people. That is the thing that if there's anything I want to happen once we get back to the norm, is that people still have the time to be people and not just cogs in a
And
machine.
I personally think that because we've been so isolated from people so much that once we're all allowed to be with each other again, people are going to be more accepting and understanding and just be like, I'm just glad this person is able to stand next to me.
Okay, so real talk, I'm not ready for that. I'm not ready for that to happen. Because here's the thing, we've had a fuck ton of extroverts being trapped up in their house, pent up, just building up extrovert energy,
God, yeah.
that when things go back
All
to
that
normal,
extrovert energy is
they're
about
going
to
to
explode.
lose their shit. I'm not ready for that. Like, I've seen
That's
extroverts
true.
just lose their literal fucking minds being stuck inside for, like, the past year now. I am not ready
I
for
will
when that
say,
explodes.
Terrell, if it wasn't for Discord and me making all the servers to hang out with everybody, I would have lost my mind a long time ago. Like Discord and the ability to communicate with my friends, online and just like talk and like watch group films together and stuff like that, like play D&D. Without that, I would have gone insane a long time ago.
See, this is why us introverts will take over.
Yeah, this has been a norm
You're all
for me.
too weak.
So it was like, all I'm saying is it's interesting to see how the other half would experience, like, would get used to something like this. They did not. but
Just makes me feel stronger.
But like I said, the thing that I want people to take away from all of this, everything that we've talked about, the biggest thing I want people to take away from this is that 2020 was some shit. There was a lot of good that happened, and people need the time to be people. And hopefully, after everything's said and done, we have that time now. We now fall into, or not fall into, but we now look into other means of working, like remote working and stuff like that. And hopefully, taking after like the whole entire, like, we need to have a way of allowing people to just be be people, make time for their family, make time for their kids, make time for this, that, the other thing. Because working all the goddamn time coming from a workaholic is not good. It's not good. Like, a 40-hour grind, sure, I can do that, but like man, dude, like, you don't have time for any fucking one, and that sucks. So hopefully, by the time everything's said and done with, and we're going back to the normal, or we find a normal, I should say that, is that we remember that we as people need to make time for ourselves and for the other people in our lives to keep those connections strong. 'Cause, man, that's all we got.
And this has been the real
said.
podcast.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
Welcome to
The-
Real
the-
Talk.
Yeah, this is. Yeah, thank you for coming. To my
Yeah,
TED
yeah.
Talk.
Thanks for attending my TED Talk. I'll be here next week.
No, that was actually
Discussing
really well said.
Yeah, that was nice.
Yeah, discuss.
Hey, I've been
Yeah.
known to have some deep speeches every now and then. Congratulations, you got one at the end of the year. If you want another one, I'll do one at the top of the
Yeah.
year.
Well, in order to counterbalance that wholesomeness,
Good.
I've been Dale, eat the rich.
I've been Pete and feed the poor.
Shit.
Feed
Those
rich
are
people
both
to the
really
poor.
good.
What's the middle one? Come
Fucking,
on.
I'm Terrell, Rage Against the Machine.
There you go.
I'm Freddy. Fight the bourgeoisie. And is that the thing, right?
Death to the bourgeoisie.
Yeah. And this has been the Internet Nobodies podcast. We will catch you next time. Have a good new year. Stay safe. And good night.
Good night.
2020 may be over, but a brighter tomorrow is coming. 2021, next time on the podcast. The sequel.